What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Seattle Kraken franchise mode, and we're in round number 2 up against, I would still consider them our rivals, the Edmonton Oilers. Ever since Mike Hoffman has retired, our team has done really well against them. We've only played them once in the past couple of seasons in the playoffs. We wound up beating them last year, and we wound up winning the Stanley Cup. But as people who've been with us in this franchise know, we also lost to them in the second round, I think, or was it the semi? I know it was the semifinals. We lost to them, and they went on to win the Stanley Cup. So I don't really want to lose to these guys because I feel like because they have two guys on their team that were above 100 points this season, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. So obviously, those two guys are leading their team to victories and are probably one of the only reasons that they are going this distance. So let's take a look at their roster. So they got Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Kailer Yamamoto. That's still a really good line. Kailer Yamamoto used to be up in the 90s, dropping down to an 86. But McDavid and Draisaitl, they are almost past their prime now. All right, Draisaitl 1 year younger than our veterans who have been just skyrocketing down. Connor McDavid, he's just now probably going to begin his digression, but if he puts up like 100 points a season, he's probably going to be staying in the 90s until he retires. Kailer Yamamoto, 31 years of age. He's in his prime right now. Jesse Bullharvey's in his prime at 85 overall with Anton Lundell and Yuri Krivichenko. So their second line, still really good. Third line of Jacques Duclair, Nick Suzuki, and Sasha Chmelevski. I think we have the advantage on the third line. Jack Duclair might give us some problems on the left wing for him. Nick Suzuki is a really good hockey player, though, and he simulates, I think, pretty well, too, right? Yeah, he's a decent, if not above average, third line center. He probably could put up big numbers even on the second line. So Nick Suzuki, 30 years of age, he might give us some problem on that third line. And then fourth line, left winger Wade Myers with Adam Ruzicka and Tristan Odeline. So it's offensively, they're gifted. Fourth line, give advantage to us. Third line, I'm going to say neutral. Second line, I'll give it to them. First line, give it to them as well. So offensively, advantage to them. Defensively now, Juuso Valimaki. Oh my God, Connor Timmins with Victor, and then Victor Solmstrom with Marcus Peterson, and then Vladislav Gavrikov with Igor Glebov. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Top two, we got a dub. Second pairing, we got a dub. Third pairing, without a doubt, got another W right there. So defensively, an advantage, and we all know they got Jordan Binghamton. Oh, he dropped. He lost the starting role. 36-year-old Binghamton lost the starting role to Carl Hicketts. 4 wins in 7 games, .909 save percentage, 2.6 goals against average, and 1 shutout. 81 overall starting goaltender against our franchise goaltender. We beat them defense, just like in round number 1. We beat them offensively. I mean, they beat us offensively. We're going to give them the advantage on offense. However, defense and goaltending is what appears to be winning us these games. So simulate on up. Multiple Seattle players are eligibly dressed. We're going to get our players back. All right, so Brandon Fletcher, I don't really want to take off my line. This guy is a +5 right now. So Cruz is going to stay there. We do have Alex Galchenyuk. We will be taking out, I think, Fletcher. No, Fletcher's in for Galchenyuk. That's right. Yeah, so let's take out, I want to put Braxton Fletcher back in our lineup. So we're going to take out Galchenyuk. Vorobyev, no points, and only is a +1. So we're going to take out Ilya Vorobyev. All right, so Vorobyev, you're going to be taken out for Braxton Fletcher. All right, so maybe he'll put up some more points down there on that fourth line for us, but he had a really good round 1, the 76 overall player. All right, he was he was Philly's first round selection in 2015. How did we come to acquire him? Oh, we must have just got him in the offseason last season. Or did we make a trade for him? I Can't remember. I think we might have just got him. Oh, it was the trade. Oh, it was the trade with Pittsburgh that we picked up Braxton Fletcher. That's right. The trade for Pittsburgh, we pick up Braxton Fletcher. And this man's already paying great dividends. Pittsburgh, whatever the reason, gives us really good prospects. Mike Hewitt, goal scorer. Braxton Fletcher, he's turning out to be something really good. Like, Pittsburgh is missing out on a lot of things, but their team also hits a lot on their prospects. Jake Ronaldo just best lines it. We are at home, game number 1 against the Edmonton Oilers. I want to start this thing off strong. I want to start it off fast. Come on. Big dub right here, starting it off. Who's going to get the first shot of the game? Okay, we're going to split it. Power play Seattle. Nothing happening there. No goals scored so far. Halfway through the first. Shots are 7-4 in our favor. Power play Seattle. That gets killed off again, but Mike Hewitt finally able to get one by Hicketts. So that is 4 goals now in 5 games played for Mike Hewitt. Leon Draisaitl going to score one on Vosner, tying it up with 34 seconds left in the first period. Shots are 12-8 in favor of us, but it's a tie game. Draisaitl got a really weird angle shot off. Hewitt was just pretty much right in the slot. So that's where he needs to finish and score. So second period, Edmonton starting to catch up in shots, but still it's pretty 50-50 shot department-wise on the day. Power play Seattle. Nothing happens. No goals scored there. Come on. Final 5 minutes of the second period. 3, 2, 1. And that is it at the end of 2. Shots are 23-22. No one's scoring. So both teams' goaltending kind of saving them, bailing them out. I wonder if maybe we need to put Alex Galchenyuk down on that 4th line. I wouldn't mind doing that. Move Galchenyuk down to the 4th line, put Braxton on the 2nd. I don't know. Jake Bean going to score on Hickett. Power play Edmonton. We kill that off. So Jake Bean gives us the lead 2-1, boys. We got to defend it. Power play again for Seattle. Long power play. And Tomas Hertl gets a power play goal. Power play continues. Tim Stützle now going to score, making it a 4-1 hockey game. And Seattle's going to be walking out of game number 1 with a W. That's what I like to see, boys. Great play. Sucks. It sucks that it all happened in the 3rd. I would have preferred it up front, but at the end of the day, you guys still came in clutch. First star of the game goes to Braylon Vosner with 31 saves and a .968 save percentage. Second star of the game goes to Jake Bean, 1 goal, 1 assist. Third star of the game goes to Tomas Hertl with 1 goal, 1 assist, and 2 hits. All right, so Hertl, buddy, way to go. Okay. Ryan Merkley, though, is going to be gone until May 12th. So it looks like he's going to be gone unless we go into possibly like game number 7. And Dursey, yeah, you're already... Oh, Dahlin, we forgot to put Dahlin back in. Oh my god, I completely forgot to put Rasmus Dahlin back in the lineup. He was sat out for that game. Dahlin, put him back in the lineup. And then Dursey. So Rasmus Dahlin was scratched was a healthy scratch for that 1 playoff game. Yeah, I lost morale for being scratched. Yeah, that's on me. I didn't mean for that to happen, Dahlin. Sorry. My bad. Shootout lineups. All right, put Dahlin back in the shootout as well. Yep, Rasmus Dahlin. This man needs to be... What? What the fuck? Put Stützle here. Or was it Hewitt? No, it was Hewitt. Put Hewitt right here. It was Mike Hewitt. Yeah, our goal scorer needs to just be put right up there. So Hewitt, Jesper Holmstrom, sure, and just move Dahlin over with Hewitt. So that's how it normally looks. So game number 2 up against Edmonton still. Okay, we're still at home. Mike Hewitt, 7 points in 5 games played. Second game, trying to take a 2-0 lead in this series. Come on. We're having a fantastic series. We're having a fantastic season. Let's continue this momentum. Just blow everyone out of the water in this playoffs, all right? Power play for us and Novoletsev. Nikita Novoletsev gets a power play goal on Hicketts, giving us a 1-goal lead. Holy fuck. 7-5 are the shots. 5 minutes remaining here in the first. Will Edmonton tie it up? And no, they will not. Seattle, going into the second period, will be up 1-0 thanks to a Nikita Novoletsev power play goal on Hikets. Hikets, I mean, I wouldn't say that he's a true starting goaltender. And Edmonton just doesn't have that goaltending compared to us. Power play for Seattle. Rasmus Dahlin, first game back, gets a power play goal. All right, so he was pretty upset about power play again to Seattle. Nothing happens there. Juuso Valimaki, power play to Seattle. Then Tomas Hertl gets a power play goal. We have 3 power play goals so far in today's game. Jake Virtanen gets a goal. So this is one of those games where, like, if it was on the other foot for me, I would be extremely pissed. I'm not even going to lie. It's a double-edged sword. We've been getting a lot of power plays in this series, and I'm really thankful for it. It's how our team is doing so good. We got 3 power play goals. Our top lines are showing up. Our star players are here. All right, third and final period. 5-on-3 power play. Long 5-on-4 power play, but Edmonton able to kill all of it off. So our power play didn't come in clutch on that long one. Power play again to Seattle. And Odeline is going to score. Okay. All right. So they score for Edmonton. Final 2 minutes. And Seattle, we're going to walk out. Another victory. Vosner allowing 2 goals scored this game. Shots are 42-26. So we really lit up Paquette. He had a good second half of the game. First star today's game goes to Tim Stutzel with 3 assists. Second star, Mike Hewitt with 2 assists, 3 hits. And then the first star of the game goes to Tomas Hertl with 1 goal. So pretty much our top 2 players on the first line do it, and our second line left winger. Florida injury. Best lines it. Alexander Kerfoot pulled his groin. He's gone until May 12th. Yeah, veterans going down with injuries. It's not something we like to see. It's just something we're going to have to deal with, though. So put Blake Field back in and substitute him. Okay. So Nikolai Novoletsev, he's going to get moved up to that third line with Zeller and Holmstrom. We're going to have Peltier, Fletcher, and Blakefield down there on the fourth line. So we're just switching up our bottom 6. All right, so the Sharks are up 2-0. And the East, again, real split. The East has been kind of interesting this season, this postseason, because every game went to 6. 3 out of the 4 games went to Game 7. And now both games over there are split 2-0. It seems like the West have kind of definite people who are going to make it, like us and Edmonton, the Sharks, St. Louis. It's kind of the same 4 teams. But out of the 4 teams, only 2 of them are really dominant. It used to be us in Anaheim. Now I would say it's us in the San Jose Sharks. But over in the East, it seems like it really is a toss-up for who is going to make it. Pittsburgh, obviously, we have their first-round pick this year. Sucks that they made the playoffs. I was kind of hoping for a lottery selection, but whatever. We could use that pick to trade for a star player, depending on what happens. We really could. We could get a top prospect for that first-round pick. Game number 3, now in Edmonton. All right, come on. Power play goes to Edmonton Oilers, and they're going to score on it. Mayers getting a power play goal on Vosner. And then there it is, Suzuki. Nick Suzuki comes in, gets a goal for him, making a 2-0 game. Power play to Edmonton. We're able to kill it off. Where is our offense, Seattle? There it is. Mike Hewitt going to score, cutting it lead down to a 1-goal lead. Come on. Fuck. Mayers then going to score, making another 2-goal lead. Score is 3-1. Shots are 14-8. It's fine. All right. Vosner swept to get us here to the first. He swept the first round to get us here. Second round, he plays 2 great games. All right. This guy is due to allow some goals. All right. Power play to Seattle. Cut the lead. Not going to happen. That gets killed off. Fuck. All right. I keep saying 3 goals. We have to score 3 goals every game to win. And this is proof why. Power play to Seattle, that's killed off again. There it is. Holmstrom, right winger. Yes, the right winger on that third line. We cut the lead down to 1. And let's have And then Stutzel. Oh, they broke apart, boys. They broke apart at the end of the second period. Novoletsev, all from the same exact spot. All right. So Jesper Holmstrom, that third line right winger, scores on Hackett. Then the left winger that we just promoted from the third to fourth line scores a goal, Novoletsev. And then Tim Stutzel, fucking 5 seconds later, scores on Hackett, giving us the lead. Shots are 32-20 now in favor of Seattle, and I want us to continue to just pour it onto them. I would like another goal for us, please. There it is. Tim Stutzel making it a 2-goal game. Edmonton now going to have to battle back halfway through, and Mayor's getting a hat trick today. Power play Seattle. Mike Hewitt scores, giving him another 2-goal lead. Then Virtanen's going to score. So this one is pretty much over, I would say. Final 2 minutes, yep. And Tomas Hertl's just going to get an insurance marker. We walk away with an 8-4 win. So once again, third period is when our goal scoring came in and where we really started to shine. And our top line is top tier. All right, our top line really is top tier. We score from all over the place. Hackett, I'm sorry, you just are not a goaltender that can go deep in this playoffs, all right? So Tim Stutzel, first star of the game with 2 goals, 3 assists, and 2 hits. Wade Myers got a hat trick today, but it does not matter. He also had 1 hit. And then Tomas Hertl with the third star of 1 goal, 3 assists, and 2 hits. I'm kind of interested. How did the points get broken apart? So Stutzel with 5, Hertl with 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn. Yeah, it was mostly our third. Yeah, our depth, man. Our depth didn't really show up, I guess, as big as I thought it did. Novoletsev did. All right, Dursey got some points, Holmstrom, but for the most part, our depth didn't really do anything there. It was all our top-line players scoring. Alex Galchenyuk gets a mild concussion. We already know what we got to do. All right, we already know what we got to do. So scratch Fletcher. All right, Fletcher for Vorbyov. And move Fletcher up to this second line. Braxton Fletcher. +5, 5 points and 7. He's been rather quiet here in the second, but we did move him down to the fourth line, so he's getting less play time. Now he's getting subbed in over Galchenyuk again. All right, so he's getting subbed in for Galchenyuk again, hoping this second line can continue its dominance. I mean, with Mike Hewitt on it, I'm assuming that these guys are going to put up points regardless. This man's just an absolute monster and unit. Jake DeBrusk kind of having a slow postseason. 5 points in 7 games played, still really good for postseason numbers. But I don't know. I kind of was hoping that this guy would be closer to a point per game than he actually is. You got to remember, Jake DeBrusk did win a Conn Smythe. I mean, not Jake. Yeah, Jake DeBrusk did win a Conn Smythe in our first ever Stanley Cup victory. So, I don't know. This guy, he could explode. He's a good postseason performer, regardless. Jake DeBrusk is going to put up numbers in the postseason. So regardless of who he is, Mike Hewitt and Jake DeBrusk, I think, will make up for Fletcher. San Jose up 3-0 in the series along with us. So San Jose could sweep the St. Louis Blues. All right, so 2-1 series split again. Probably should have been expecting that. But this is for the sweep. All right, we busted it out the brooms once. Are we going to get some spring cleaning again? Leon Draisaitl taking an early lead, scoring on Vosner. 1-0 is the score. Power play to Edmonton. We kill that off. So Edmonton comes out firing just like they did last game. It's really going to be how we respond. Krevchenko making a 2-goal hockey game, and then Valimaki going to come and score on Vosner. 3-0. We've seen it before, though. Edmonton has blown a lead to us like this, so it's also not the first time that Vosner's kind of allowing so many goals, man. Not great at all. Shots are 11-9, 3-0 lead Edmonton. Going into the second, Seattle, we need some goaltending. Remember, 3 goals is the key. There it is. Tomas Hertl's opening it up, kind of a slap shot, probably just a dump on net that kind of slipped through. Power play to Edmonton. We're able to kill that off. Come on, Seattle. on, we need one more before the half. Power play. Connor McDavid gets a power play goal. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. And at the end of 2, score is 4-1. So it looks like we might get our first postseason loss here. 5-4 is the score. Come on, boys. I mean, 4-1 is the score, not 5-4. Come on. Come on. Final 10 minutes. I think this is going to be it. Yeah, so we aren't going to be able to bust out the brooms again. Jeffrey Zeller, though, 2 minutes. Not able to do it. See, Edmonton's going to win this game 4-2. It sucks that we did lose, but I mean, we've still been playing really good in the postseason. Leon Draisaitl with the first star with 1 goal, 1 assist, 5 hits. Connor McDavid, second star, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 hits. And then third star is Hekets with 27 saves and a .931 save percentage. So it looks like Vosner, I mean, he is keeping them to like some low goal scoring numbers, but if our offense doesn't show up against Edmonton, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter at all. Malik Danner's fully healed, his best lines. Yeah. And we might not even get them back for game number 7. If this goes to game number 7, we're putting all of our injured players in. All right. It's play to win, boys. It's play to win. All right, we are back home in Seattle. We always bounce back strong in the regular season. Coming off a loss, I'm hoping that we can bounce. Zanata is in net. Nick Suzuki scores on Zanata. What the fuck is Zanata doing? Short-handed goal for Peltier. Then Gavrikov scores on Zanata. But then Mike Hewitt scores on Hickett, tying it up. But then there's Taylor Yamamoto. Are we going to score to bounce it back? Come on, this is what's been happening. No, we are not. So at the end of 1, Zanata getting his first little taste. We have playoff action. I'm not sure why. I guess, you know, he's just hurt. Maybe he's not feeling too good. We're up in the series. We're trying to get him some more rest, maybe. I don't know what's going on with Vosner, but for some reason, Zanata is in net. Edmonton up 3-2. Shots are 13-7 in favor of Edmonton. We're looking to tie this up. 4-on-3. There it is. Jake DeBrusk. We were just talking about him earlier. He gets a power play goal, tying this game up for us. There it is. Tied game. Final 5 minutes of the second period, and Krevchenko is going to score on Zanata now. What the fuck is he doing in net, man? I mean, he's playing fine hockey. I mean, Edmonton's most goals scored were 4, but he's not helping us out here. Third and maybe final period. Power play to the Edmonton Oilers. Killed off. Come on, Seattle. Tie it up. Tie it up. There it is. Blakefield, our depth showing up down there on the 4th line. Power play to Seattle. Final 5 minutes. We got to jump in to see if we're going to wind up taking this series, or are we going to maybe choke this one away. Okay, here we are. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Tied game 4-4. Seller wins it over to Dahlin. Dahlin wide to Novoletsev, who gets poked off. Soderstrom up to Suzuki. Suzuki skates in. Shot, rebound. That one goes wide. Chmelevski stolen away by Holmstrom. We got our third line out there. That's what I like. All right. All right. Novoletsev just going to dump it on into Seattle zone. Get a little dump and chase action going. Pedersen taking up himself. Passing to Suzuki. Suzuki wide to Chmelevski. He gets hit off that puck. Suzuki up top to Pedersen. Over to Chmelevski. And that shot is wide. Jeffrey Zeller. Passing over to Dahlin. Dahlin. Over to Novoletsev. Over to Holmstrom. Holmstrom on a breakaway. Shot. Rebound. And Hickets is going to find it in cup. Oh, we had to play. I'm seeing some nice hockey plays out of some of these guys more recently. And when we watch these games, I kind of enjoy it. Like our team is playing like an actual hockey team. It's kind of enjoyable. 3 minutes, 14 seconds remaining. Tim Stutzel winning it back. Over to Huselis. Over to Stutzel again. Down to Virtanen up top. Huselis slap shot. And that's going to bounce up and over the net following that save. Timmins pinned along the boards. Hurdle picking that up. Hurdle up to defense. Down low to Stutzel. Up top to Bean. Bean out front to Hurdle. Hurdle, Huselis. Up top to Bean. Down over Stutzel. Hewitt out front. Hurdle out front. Backhands it. That is blocked. Draisaitl now taken wide. Poked off that puck. Taken away by Huselis. Huselis wide to Hurdle. Hurdle skating in, makes a move. Cuts back, stopping out front, 1T, rebound, no good. 55 seconds remaining. Jesse Puyol-Harvey comes in, hit off the puck by Useless again. Useless playing really good defense. Bertanen taking it on down into the corner. Kurchenko out front, McDavid shot, save. Franchise player versus a franchise goalie wins. Useless wide to Hewitt, yep. Hewitt and DeBrusk had up those one-timers. Useless walking in, still with it. Oh, he gets it to DeBrusk in the corner. DeBrusk losing it to Lundell. 20 seconds remaining. Krivchenko, come on. Get that puck, let's get some offense going. This is the line to do it for. Jake DeBrusk. Come on, 10 seconds. Useless to Hewitt. Hewitt skates it in. Not on his one-tie side, though. Up top to Useless, down low, stick lifted. Puck still loose down low. DeBrusk, turn, shoot. Timmins, Fletcher shot. Yep, just a battle out front for that puck, and Edmonton was able to kill enough time and block enough of those shots. We always have our backhand. I don't know what it is with our players, but we are always on our backhands when we're in front of the net, and the computer just doesn't know what to do with it. What's up with that camera guy? What is he looking at? Why do we have a camera guy next to another camera guy to begin with? All right, so overtime is beginning. All right, everyone's got fresh legs. McDavid kind of probably pissed off here. Valimaki passing over to McDavid. McDavid just splits the defenders out front, rebound. But Durzee's going to pick that out, take it out of the zone. Hurdle taking it up himself, gets around one defenseman. Stops, waiting for help, pass out front. McDavid able to get back and cause a disruption there. Edmonton the other way, 18.5 minutes left. McDavid still going, poked off the puck. David up to Timmins. Timmins slap shot blocked. Draisaitl now with it, pinned along the boards. Come on, boys, get some better momentum. Draisaitl, and we got a penalty. Of course we got a penalty. McDavid shot covered by Vosner. Yep, we're going to have a hooking penalty. So this is how Edmonton's going to win this game, huh? Edmonton's going to win this game because of penalties by Rasmus Dahlin. Got a franchise goalie, franchise defenseman. And the defenseman's just not showing up, I guess. Whatever. Rasmus Dahlin, hooking penalty. He's going to the box. PK unit number 2. We lose it. Draisaitl wide to Krivchenko. His shot is blocked. Krivchenko up top to Draisaitl shot. Vosner able to just glove that out of the air. All right, so only 8 seconds went by there. Rasmus Dahlin, best plus minus. Jake DeBrusk also up there with a +7. Come on, boys. I do not want this going into game 6 and 7. Let's just win it here. Myers, Draisaitl, slap shot covered by Vosner. Man, we got a solid goaltender, man. He's got a funny looking face, but he's a fucking solid goaltender. He will buy us games. I don't know why he wasn't in for the entire game, but he wasn't. But he's here when it counts in overtime, not allowing them to score. Draisaitl. Battle out front. Reeves up to Virtanen. Virtanen poked and hit off that puck. Myers, quick turn, passing over to Krivchenko. Wide to Draisaitl. Draisaitl over to Duclair. Duclair gets around defenseman. Toe drags it. Lundell. Holy fuck, he's got so smooth moving it side to side, staying in front. And did you see he tried to do the Datsuk? He tried to do the fucking Datsuk in front. I've never seen computers try to pull off those moves. Duclair out front, and Reeves is going to intercept it. Reeves, man, I don't know what's up with him. We need him to step it up and develop a little bit better. Draisaitl wide to Duclair. We got a line change out, and Duclair gets stepped up on by the defenseman who gets pinned along the boards. Krivchenko getting bodied, but it's a 3-on-1, and he gets poked off by Jake Bean, though. Jake Bean's going to launch at the length of the ice, and 50 seconds remaining. Jake Bean, final year of his contract. We talk about it all the time last episode, but we gave him a 1-year extension to prove it, and he's proven it. He's proven it here time and time again in the regular season, and right there in the postseason. The guy deserves to get paid over $10 million. All right, I think we can all say that realistically looking, it's just like Mike Hewitt. Mike Hewitt's overall does not justify him making $8.8 million. It's his production and him being a 50-goal scorer that justifies him being an $8.8 million. All right, Jake Bean puts up numbers like Rasmus Dahlin. Rasmus Dahlin, the best defenseman possibly in the league, is making $13.5 million about. So I would say Jake Bean deserves to make around 12 to 13 million alongside him. All right, so our defense is probably going to be our top two defensemen and Vosner. All right, we're going to have probably $26 million, possibly $27 million going towards Jake Bean as well as Rasmus Dahlin. And then when Brandon Vosner's contract is up at the end of next season, that guy is probably going to want $10 to $11 million as well for being the greatest goaltender in the league. And he deserves that, and we're going to have to free up some cap space or at least get cap space for him. Suzuki down low, taken away by Dursey. Dahlin. Battle out front from Edmonton. Woo, big hit. Good big hit. There you are. Jake DeBrusk. Work with Hewitt. DeBrusk. Out front, saucers it, taken away by somebody from the Edmonton zone. Out front to Hewitt. Saved by the goaltender. All right. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was not paying too much attention to the gameplay. I was just rambling about the situations that are going to be coming up. We're in a really interesting transition period because we got so much star power that we have to be contenders. Like with this goaltender, Reeves down low, shot blocked. But with this goaltender, with Dahlin on our roster and Jake Bean on our roster, Stützle, Hewitt, like we have to always be. Oh, Hurdle almost had a breakaway, not quite. That sucks. But we are always going to have to be contenders, and we're going to be losing possibly Galchenyuk, Hurdle, and Kerfoot in the super near future. So we're really passing the torch along from player to player. Lindhoff to Virtanen. Virtanen up to Stützle. Stützle over to Hurdle. Hurdle back to Stützle. Stützle trying to get around Valimaki. It's not happening. Virtanen has to support him. Passing over to Lindhoff. Now over to Hurdle. Hurdle skates it in himself along the boards. Out front to Virtanen. Virtanen shot, rebound. Given up by Hickett, but he's able to get his own rebound. Covers it up. 4-4. 9 minutes remaining in overtime. Okay. Alright, it's fine. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Stützle's got to win this face-off. Virtanen up to Bean. Bean to Turtle. Out front to Virtanen again. Back to Bean. Bean over to Stützle. Down low to Virtanen. Virtanen in the corner, losing it to Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey gets poked off. Valimaki skating it up wide. Gets poked off into the corner. Picking up himself. Hit again, though. Virtanen now pinned along the boards. Virtanen over to Bean. Bean trying to get that breakout pass happening. Didn't quite happen the way he wanted, though. Seattle still with it. Novoletsev battling with the puck out front. Trying to get a 1T. Valimaki intercepts it. Valimaki's going to get pinned. There's a little bit of support. Virtanen up top to the point. Bean hit off. Stützle passing him back to Bean, but Puljujärvi's going to intercept it. Out front to Valimaki. Valimaki gets hit. Puck rolls over to Lundell. Glides over to Lundell. Over to Yamamoto. Shot saved by Vosner. He gets a little piece of that. Kravchenko up to Gavrikov. Gavrikov skating into the corner. And we have these opportunities to get these like super long breakaways. We just don't step up. Holmstrom passing over to Novoletsev. Now over to Zeller. Zeller taken away by Edmonton. It's the same kind of like back and forth kind of concept. Bean to Zeller. Zeller up to Hewitt. Come on, Hewitt. Hewitt hit off by Gavrikov. Gavrikov over to Kravchenko. Like this is going to happen like 16 or 15,000 more times. Skate up, poked off, goes the other way. Something else going to happen? Dursey, Hewitt. Hewitt shots blocked. Like, why are you making all those passes? Shoot the fucking puck. Draisaitl over to Yamamoto. Yamamoto poked off. Rebound. McDavid hits the side of the net. Dahlin over to Hewitt. Hewitt over to DeBrusk. On DeBrusk. You need to skate. Hewitt shot. Gloved out of the air. Like, I don't know. It feels kind of weird watching our teams. Like, at least recently, like the past couple of minutes, it's weird watching our team. because they're not gaining that offensive zone. They're not working together. It's like they're out for themselves like they used to be. Sohlstrom passing it wide. He gets hit off. Sohlstrom picking that back up. Bringing it back into his zone. Goes around the net. He's getting some pressure, but he's eventually able to break it out himself. Still skating all the way down the ice around the defenseman. 1T. Shot is wide. Dahlin over to Vorobyev. Vorobyev, he takes it wide, has enough speed to get around. No good. Sohlstrom blocks that dump-in attempt. Peltier now with it. Pass out front. 1T. No good. Pettersson able to get a stick-on-stick action, weakening that slap shot. Chmelski wide to Duclair. Duclair, 2-on-2. No. Yep, 2-on-2. Suzuki walks in. Hit off Reeves. Up to Bykefield. Bykefield wide to Lendov. Over to Vorobyev. Vorobyev out front. Peltier. Poked off. Lendov. Over to Reeves. Reeves shot. Low rebound. Vorobyev going to score the overtime winner. And we won round number 2 in 5 games, boys. 5 games. And we go on to the Western Conference Finals for the, I think, 4th year in a row. Possibly 5th year in a row. I can't remember how many years in a row it's been. But Tomas Hertl, our captain, it's been good. He's good. 4th line, Vorobyev, surprise there. Reeves getting an assist. He went for the 5-hole just to shoot for a rebound, and Vorobyev was there, untouched, able to just backhand it into that net for the goal. I'm happy that we're able to get into here sometimes, but I mean, these quick series adds up for some quick episodes. They really do. 3rd star of the game goes to Rasmus Dahlin with 2 assists and 2 hits. Up here's some of his, there's his hooking penalty. Jake DeBrusk gets 2nd star with 1 goal, 1 assist. And the 1st star of the game goes to Ilya Vorobyev. 1 goal, 1 assist, and 1 hit. Alright, nice boys. So we walk out. Going on over to the Western Conference Finals. I'm anticipating taking on the San Jose Sharks again. I think that's who we're going to be wind up taking on. Yep, it is. They also beat the St. Louis Blues in 5. And it looks like we're going to be taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs, at least from the Eastern Conference, the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres. Round, all right, so the second round is over after only 5 games for each team. And let's take a look over at the Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs roster, all right? So over in the Eastern Conference, the Buffalo Sabres, what do they look like? They got Joshua Waugh with Sam Reinhart and Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel, he does have 1 Stanley Cup to his name. You guys have to remember that. Jack Eichel, 1 Stanley Cup to his name. Second line, first line, first off, goes to them. Vantage them. Second line, Jenny Kukkonen with Cole Perfetti and Dylan Cousins. Second line goes to them. I think they were shopping Dylan Cousins, actually. Just for storyline purposes, I believe Dylan Cousins was being shopped around by Buffalo. They were trying to get rid of him. Not exactly sure why, but I think they were trying to get rid of him and Joshua Waugh at one point. Third line, Lee Stone with Elias Anderson and Nino Niederreiter. That's a really good third line. Fourth line, they got Anthony Duclair alongside Simeon Der Aguchinstev, and then Lincoln Sopel. Lincoln Sopel. Didn't we have him? He had someone named Sopel, I feel like. I think we got rid of him right here with Florida. Yeah, AHL. So we wound up trading him away. We traded him away over to Buffalo. Lincoln Sopel getting some NHL playing minutes. In the back end, they have Bowen Byram with Rasmus Ristolainen. Jet Wu, that's right. Jetty. Jet Wu, haven't heard his name or seen him in a while. Guy has still been a pretty solid defenseman for him, kind of like a middle-of-the-pack plus-minus. He stays close to 0 for his plus-minus. Points-wise, he's probably good for around 14 points per season, but he really is a true defensive defenseman. Postseason-wise for Buffalo, he hasn't Point-wise, hasn't been the greatest, but when he's on, he seems to be on. He's having a pretty good postseason this time, +5, 2 points in 12 games. Not putting up points, though, but he's at least keeping that puck out of the net for him. He's alongside Jared McKissick, and then their third pairing is Dylan Nugent Hopkins with Reese Henry. So their top six is that's their problem right here. This is where a lot of their goals are scored on, or who they're scored on. Goaltending, there it is, Carter Hart. I told you, he is, besides Vosner, Carter Hart overall is the only better goaltender, and that's only overall wise. Now, this is his first season with Buffalo, and he took a pretty big step back, only winning 29 games. All right, that is his first time since the 2019-2020 season that he had below 30 wins, or even 31 wins. His save percentage is the worst it's been in a long time, and goals against average, I mean, it's up there as well. So Carter Hart, his age, maybe age is starting to catch up with him, but he still is a 90 over goaltender. He is still very good, obviously. So how much is he getting paid? Because okay. Carter, this is the contract we got. All right, Vosner. All right, Vosner, a franchise goalie. We can line him up alongside Carter Hart. Carter Hart signed a 7-year deal last year, I would say, or in the offseason, with the Buffalo Sabres for 7 years at $9.655 million. Now, this is a 90 overall goaltender who I don't know if he won a cup. I think Philly does have a cup to his name. Yeah, I think Carter Hart did beat us in the Stanley Cup Finals. I think he did beat us. I think we lost to him and Buffalo at one point. I can't quite remember, though. But yeah, Carter Hart making that much. Vosner might be cheaper than we are anticipating. Like, we might be able to get him for only like $10 million. That is where I was hoping that we would wind up paying him. Like $9 to $10 million range for Vosner, I would say would be a good deal for him. I would want long-term coverage too. So like maybe an 8-year deal, sign him long-term. But the San Jose Sharks, all right, we're taking them on in the Western Conference Finals. We're going to look at their roster in the next episode, and all that good stuff. But this is looking like possibly our greatest season ever. I said that last year, but this season we are dominating this league, just blowing by everybody. Now, are we going to choke that away? Probably will. But I really hope we don't, and we continue this dominance. But until next time, guys, see you later. Bye.